I believe that when you succeed, every mistake becomes part of your story, a legendary part. If you view mistakes as failures, then you're missing the point entirely. Every person has a journey filled with challenges, setbacks, and of course, mistakes. But the key is how we learn from them. Very few people listen to you in the early stages, when you're still struggling. They might not see the potential, or they might not understand your journey. But when you succeed, when you finally make it, that's when people begin to pay attention. That's when they say, "Wow, look at what you've done." But here's the truth. I'm not extraordinary. I wasn't born into a privileged family, and I certainly didn't have the best education. Sure, I worked hard, but back then, the education system didn't support me as it should have. I remember the early years searching for jobs, applying to universities, hoping for an opportunity that would change everything. But each time it felt like a setback. I kept pushing, never giving up, always looking for the next chance. Over time, I learned one of the most important lessons in life. Success isn't just about talent. It's about resilience and persistence. If there's one thing everyone should get used to, it's failure. But not the kind of failure that defeats you. You need to get used to failing without letting that failure define you. And here's the part that most people overlook. You should never get comfortable waiting for others to validate you. If you're waiting for someone to help you, remember that you have to earn the right to be helped. You have to prove your worth. When I was younger, I used to think that success was reserved for a select few. I thought that Bill Gates, Larry Ellison, and others like them had all the opportunities, and there was no chance left for someone like me. I believed that they were the ones who had the world's attention and all the resources. But the truth is, I was thinking too big too soon. I wasn't looking at what was within my control. It took me a while to realize that success wasn't about reaching for someone else's dream. It was about creating my own. Instead of focusing on global giants like Bill Gates and others, I shifted my focus. I aimed to help the people around me, to serve my community, no matter how small the steps seemed. Over the years, I've learned that success doesn't happen overnight. It's not about finding the shortcut. It's about taking consistent, small steps. And most importantly, it's about sticking with your vision, even when the road gets tough. After 18 years of hard work, Alibaba has grown into what it is today, but it's not because I'm the smartest person. Honestly, I don't consider myself exceptionally smart. What I did right was surround myself with talented, intelligent people. And while many of them were driven to seek quick results, I knew that success doesn't come fast. It takes time. I've learned that true success isn't about quick wins or immediate recognition. Every single project, every decision we made was part of a long-term plan. We weren't looking for immediate returns. We were preparing for the future, sometimes even for 10 years down the line. The key to success isn't intelligence alone. If you want to succeed, you need to surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. But there's one more thing. You also need to be prepared to make mistakes. And not just make mistakes, but learn from them. Many people make mistakes, and then give up thinking it's the end. But we didn't. Every time we failed, we learned, and we adjusted our strategy. We never gave up on our dream, no matter how many setbacks we faced. What I want to share with you today is this. You can judge someone's potential not by where they fail, but by how they handle failure. The most important thing isn't the mistake, it's the reaction to the mistake. If someone constantly blames others for their failures, they're not going to succeed. They'll always be looking for someone else to blame, and that's a mindset that holds you back. But those who take responsibility, who look at themselves and say, "What could I have done better?" Those are the ones who are going to make it. I've learned so much from people who have failed, from people who have made mistakes. I've learned a lot from my own mistakes as well. And here's my perspective. When I fail, I don't see it as the end. I see it as a lesson. When I succeed, I don't take it for granted. I remind myself that success wasn't guaranteed. It wasn't something I expected. It's a result of persistence, hard work, and learning from every misstep. This perspective keeps me positive, keeps me optimistic, and most importantly, keeps me moving forward. Because I've made so many mistakes and faced so many failures, I no longer complain. Complaining does nothing but hold you back. It's easy to complain when things don't go as planned, but it doesn't change anything. What matters is how you react, how you learn, and how you keep moving forward. I've learned to embrace failure as part of the process. It's something I've grown used to. And every day, even today, we make mistakes. We make decisions that we think are smart, but in the end, they turn out to be wrong. And that's okay. Because we learn from it. We try again. We grow. That's the attitude that keeps us going. The truth is, success isn't a straight line. It's a winding road, full of challenges, failures, and moments of doubt. But with the right mindset, every failure becomes an opportunity to learn and grow. And every success, no matter how small, becomes a reminder that persistence and hard work pay off. So, don't fear mistakes. Embrace them, learn from them, and keep pushing forward. The journey is just as important as the destination.